See that?
Oh yeah,
It's a threat to Britain. Do you know what it is?
David Cameron.
And it's not these royal parasites in the back here. And there's Michael.
Yes, Michael.
And there's insane Obama.
3 blokes in a car with the Queen.
Wow. And you know, this chap was best mates with Jimmy Savile the paedophile! Sorry about that. Now have a look at this, right? I'm going to ask my friend here a fantastic question. When I can find the paper. Have you ever noticed in Obama's Oval Office that he's got busts, heads, on sticks, and they're all black like bronzes? And do you know who they are of?
The devil?
Not quite. They're actually people, excuse me, who've actually sort of spoken out against the government and the dictators of the world, like Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Malcolm X,
Mark Ceylon, the man with no name.
I
digress.
I don't think your head's on a stick in the Oval Office.
No, they'd like it there.
Yeah, they probably would, yeah. Yeah, another one. Another one's on there. Who is it? Oh yeah, John F. Kennedy.
Ah.
Right. You have to think about these people. They were all murdered by the US government, allegedly, weren't they?
That's what they're put there for, to remind the incoming president, piss around, your head will be on one of these buses soon.
So Britain, Bill. It's like in York, they used to put your head on a stake, didn't they? And we're not talking about a T-bone. Excuse me, got a cough today. So Britain's in the back of the queue. That's Britain PLC, the UK PLC.
Yeah.
Now look at this photograph. Here, I'm going to ask my friend. You know who this is, right? Look at the seals. Even he's got the seal as well. It says in Latin here, God and my right, and evil to him who evil thinks. Now these two people, you will believe that this is the Prime Minister of Great Britain, and this is the President of the USA Corporation PLC. But
I'm just showing everyone that they're actually controlled by a hand above them.
Oh yeah, puppetry.
Yes.
Are you puppet master? No, so the Rothschilds are. And the Rockefellers. And JP Morgan.
But don't worry, we're coming to see you soon.
Mr. Morgan, I found a way to produce electricity free for the entire world, says Nikola Tesla. How can we charge them for it? We can't. So what did he do?
Destroy the Wardendale Tower.
I mean, this is sheer. Well, I'm not going to use the word yet because he's going to shout it out in a bit.
Am I? Oh, news to me.
Well, he might do. I can't tell him what to do. So you see these two folks here. You think these are really, really wonderful. They're both coming to the end of their terms. Oh, they're wonderful. Invite to England. Come and have tea with Queenie, and maybe have a pair of shoes made out of dead baby's skin.
Oh, so they're going to Hampstead then?
Yeah. Or Dolphin Lodge. Dolphin Square.
Yeah.
So who are these two people? They're the world's biggest what?
Pedophiles!
A conflict of interest there, weren't they?
Either way, both apply.
These are the world's biggest terrorists!
And paedophiles.
They both, including the Vatican and other countries, help fund the Islamic State.
Yeah. Don't be silly. They're fighting them. I've seen it on the TV and in the paper. They're fighting for our freedoms against ISIS, which they fund.
Are you suffering from delusional disorder?
Yes. Actually, that is one of my diagnoses.
Absolutely amazing. Did you notice, I mean, Ken Livingstone apparently on the news today, so you know what day it is, it's the 28th of April. Apparently he's been suspended by the British Labour Party for having a go at Jewish people. Anti-Semitic, they call it.
Yes.
You look up the word Semitic and anti-Semitic. Right, very, very interesting. In fact, we might give you a bit on words. And, yeah, these terrorists that fund with our money stolen from us, because we're the richest people in the world, same as you.
So therefore we're funding it.
Yeah, anybody that pays tax is funding terrorism.
Funding terrorism!
Stop telling everybody what to do. Please keep paying tax and funding terrorism. Or should the question be, are we being forced into paying tax against our will to fund terrorism? That sounds more like it.
Yes, yeah. And what happens with the money that they extort out of us? They build weapons to kill more people.
Yeah, they would support the war machine.
Prime example, going back in history, because you know it's always true what's in history. Like
His story.
Here, yeah.
And his story.
It's like we were talking earlier. Once they dropped the first bomb on Japan,
Why would they want to drop a second one?
I think they've made the point, don't they, by killing all those people, blowing up, showing the power they've got. Why would they drop a second one? What would that do? What could it do?
We've stolen the money from the public through a form of value-added theft called tax. And
then
the plane's over there, we'll just drop it anyway.
And then there's VAT.
We've got to use it. If we don't use it, we won't make any money.
Tax on the fuel, tax on the roads. Hey, you notice the road tax we pay? That's why we've got some of the best roads in the world. There's no potholes in the UK because we've got the best funded roads on the planet.
You know that's incorrect, because in Britain it's the worst kept roads ever. Anyway, what was the point I was going to make? Yeah, did Ken Livingstone going on about, it's always the Jews' fault? Of course,
Well,
who knows?
you see that
It's just people in power that won't share.
They say Jews. What they actually mean is Ashkenazi Jews.
Okay.
Which is about 1% of the actual Jewish population. But unfortunately, just like us, we've been dumbed down to believe that we are British. That everything that happens is for the greater good of Britain. And you, as being part of Britain, it's good for you. So growing them poppies in Afghanistan is good for you.
And getting at least 10% of the population of Afghans addicted to opium and drugs and hashish.
Oh, you mean just like they did to China?
Yeah.
Ooh, the opium wars, eh? They wish they could bring them back.
Anyway,
they're doing the best too.
Do you know, if you have a look at a map, Syria and Israel are really, really close to each other. And apparently Islamic State, Daesh, call them whatever you want this week, they've got bombs and missiles and stuff, which has been supplied by these terrorists.
You notice if you look at a map of the world, it's flat.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And do you notice IS never send a single bullet into Israel?
What were we talking about earlier about certain guy that likes cocaine, that sits in government telling us all what he's going to do with our money?
Oh, the brilliant mathematician Gideon Osborne.
That's got a property in Notting Hill.
Like David Cameron.
Yeah,
hold on, Daesh could just blow their houses up, couldn't they, if they wanted to get at them?
Well, that's
Why?
No.
Why bites the hand that feeds you?
No.
I wouldn't wish anybody's house blown up.
If we're going to attack anywhere, we've got to attack some poor people that are only paying rent if they can afford that.
Let's ISIL go and attack a shopping mall. That'd be great, or a cinema.
Or a school.
Yeah. Who would benefit from this? The war machine! Anyway. How dare you, Mr. President? How dare you? Well, there's Jimmy Savile's mates. There she is. Greatest woman on the planet. Richest woman on the planet as well. Just acquired some land and buildings in Scotland, you know.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Your Majesty.
That castle she's been given. She paid inheritance tax on that. Of course, it's a gift, so she won't be paying any tax. Anyway, we digressed again.
So, basically, yeah, wonderful to invite the world's biggest terrorist, who hasn't even closed down Guantanamo Bay yet, torturing waterboarding and
it's
stuff.
difficult to say which one's the world's biggest terrorist, but at the end of the day, let's not forget, they're just puppets.
We're all in it together.
Don't forget that.
Debt Free TV, in association with GetOutOfDebtFree.org.